Welcome back to Sports Federation TV. We chat about a whole range of different codes of sport. We're moving on from football, tug of war. We're moving now to something that most of us enjoy, is playing with water. But these two play with water in a different way. They go out and they jump in the water and try and rescue people and do all kinds of silly things. Linda, are you well?
Yes, good, thanks, and you?
Good, good. Dean, what's happening?
All good.
Good, good. You guys are members of the Llandudno Life Saving Club,
Yes.
which should be self-explanatory. Linda, tell us, what do you do other than play with water at
Well,
Life Saving Club?
Obviously, we have the two sides, the life-saving side, the actual life-saving side, where we have duties every weekend and also during the week and the holidays, called Pro Duty. And then the competition side, where we just had our Western Province champs last weekend and SA champs coming up soon. So,
Life saving, as I understand it, Dean, is broken up into 4 different categories. Do you take part? Which is your speciality of the 4? First, name the 4 so people understand the different categories.
Okay, well, I know you get, there's also the still water, so that's obviously the lifeguards and thing. Then obviously you get your lifeguards that do just predominantly duties. Then you also get the guys like us that do competing. And then I'm not exactly sure what the 4th one is.
In the 4 categories of competing, you have flags, you have sprints.
Oh, you're talking about those. Oh, okay,
and then you have the boat. We go out to the boat and you
that's more, that was more of like an olden, like maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It was big in life saving, but now
how's
it's not
it
too
evolved?
big. Okay, well now there's more like a predominant on the water stuff. So it's more
Okay.
like swimming, boarding and skiing, which is the main 3 if you talk like the water wise.
Yes.
Whereas Linda's more the beach side with the sprints and the flags
Okay.
and stuff like that, yeah.
So there are two totally separate competitions.
No, it's same competition,
Okay.
but people tend to, if you want to call it, specialize in one or the other.
Okay.
So yeah.
What do you specialize in?
I'm more the water side, so obviously the swimming, boarding and skiing.
Is that
So-
where you get that big muscles from?
A little bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit. So,
I mean-
so how often do you swim? Let's start there.
Jeez. Easy, probably like 3 times a week, because it gets split up into, we have our separate, obviously, boarding training, skiing training, and then obviously your separate swimming training. So it's up and down with the amount of swimming that you, because obviously it depends. Also, you can, like your stronger thing can be more just boarding, or just skiing, or just swimming. So it varies, literally.
And is it pool based or is it ocean based? What kind of, if you're preparing now for essays, which is
Yeah.
happening in a couple of weeks' time,
Yeah.
and we'll get to that. What type of training are you currently doing?
Obviously, you do your normal club training, so it's your normal board, ski, swim, and then obviously the running side. The runners do all the running stuff. But like myself, I do quite a bit of pool swimming, and then also like take it over also into the sea, do a few swims in the sea. Do obviously like your boarding and skiing, you obviously can't do in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
You have to only do it in the sea. So then you almost savor that time
Mm.
to do your boarding and your skiing then. So yeah.
Don't you find that it's a bit boring swimming in a pool though? Because you're just doing
Yeah,
laps.
I must. That's the main thing. Like that's why I do life saving and not swimming, because I don't have that. I just don't have that willpower just to be alone and swim up and down and up and down and up and down.
And to keep count of all those laps, it's just
No.
it's a killer.
No, I can't do that at all.
The reason why I don't get in there is because it's going to affect my hairstyle. I don't know about you. Then how it affects your
Swimming
hairstyle.
cap, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Linda, what's your speciality?
well, long run mainly, so I'm more of the beach person. I
Okay.
do enjoy the water stuff as well, though, but I'm more on the beach, running side.
So tell me a bit about the running stuff that you do. You do flags.
Sprints and long runs, so,
Okay.
but my main thing is long run.
Explain the long run. I'm not familiar with that.
It's a beach run, so it can vary between 1K and 2Ks depending on the referees, what mood they're in, I guess, how one, yeah, so.
Isn't it hard on your ankles and your calves running on the loose sand?
It is definitely harder than normal running because it's on the sand, but yeah.
And how have you done in the Western Province Champs?
So Western Province champs, I got triple gold, so
Wow.
for flags, sprints and long run. So that ended up me also being Victor Sidorum for the under-17s, so
Well done.
thank you.
How do you manage to find time to do all of these things and still have a life and have a social life and still schoolwork?
Obviously it's difficult, but yeah, it's just nice. Well, we train 5 times a week for life saving, so it is hectic, but it's manageable.
Do you find the fact that you train so often that your social life is revolved around your club and around your friends who train with you? or is it you have completely separate lives?
It definitely is involved with the club, so we are quite close. It's literally like a second family, especially at Llandudno. I'm not quite sure about the other clubs, but to me, Llandudno is like a second family. We have friends. We also do stuff outside of life-saving training, and which is quite nice. So we train and have fun together, so it's really nice.
Okay. We've put together a short little slide of what happens at Llandudno. Let's check this out. As you can see, those were fun and exciting times that happened at the Western Province Champs. We're sitting with Dean and Linda, who represent Llandudno Life Saving Club. We're now taking the discussion a little bit differently. We're moving away from life saving. We're going to talk about water-wise. Dean, what's it like, and how does one read the waves to be safe in the ocean?
The biggest thing, like with life saving, is the main thing is, as we started day of duty, we put the flags up in a certain position where it's obviously the safest for the public to swim. So we'll obviously get to the beach that day and then decide where exactly it is the safest. So obviously, it's a lot of life saving is also experience and knowing the sea and knowing the water. But the main thing we try our best to do is keep like the flags in an area that's obviously safest. So that'll be away from all the rips. So rip is pretty much just a body of water moving out to sea. So obviously, if you're not the strongest of swimmers, if you go in to a section where there's obviously a rip, there's a good chance you're going to get pulled out to sea, and then that's where we have to do our job. So the main thing is literally it just looks like almost like obviously the waves are breaking. There's a opening or like a calm patch of the water, if you want to call it, and it's literally just pulling. So obviously, if you're out in the water, you can't even catch a wave in to get out the rip, because then you obviously just keep on getting pulled, and then that's what we have to do, what we do. So yeah.
And it's a thankless job, but you love it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sitting there in your tank top or no top and your little red shorts.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Linda, how does one, if you get caught in a rip or if you're out in sea and something happens, what do you need to do for people like yourself to take note of me who can't swim?
So obviously we have a certain setup on the beach. So we have the whole duty squad sitting on the beach, and then the most important person is on tower, watching the water constantly. So that person needs to be very vigilant, watch the water, watch the bathers, look out for people that maybe can't swim or look like unsafe swimmers. And then if something happens, then they need to tell someone on the duty squad on the beach, and then they need to react as quick as possible and go fetch them or help them.
So if I'm in trouble, what do I do? Do I raise my hands?
What
do I do? I mean, really?
Yeah, you wave your hand, or we have to notice before you have to wave your hand. So
Okay.
if we can see that you're stuck in the rip, then we go fetch you before more happens.
And you take out the life buoy with you so I can hold on to it. And
Yeah, exactly.
And how often do you go out and practice these drills?
Well, I mean, there's a part of it when we compete. There's also the rescuing side. So we'll actually compete rescuing people to see almost who can save each other the quickest. But instead of having somebody actually really drowning, you have one of your own lifeguards, and they race out to a certain point, and then we must go and save them. So that's a big part. Like a lot of people train for that as well. So it's a win-win, because you're training for duty and for competition. So it makes it a lot easier.
That sounds like lots of hard work.
Yeah.
And you're taking part in a competition, yet you've got to swim out and just bob there for someone to come and save
Yeah,
you.
so it's
Yeah, pretty
basically
much. It's
double race,
yeah.
racing patient and racing
So you're,
rescue.
you're put in the same clubs, you'll race out, and then you must race out to fetch them as well, and then you bring them back in.
So your time is based on the collective time, or how does that
Okay,
particular?
Well, it's actually the two of you cross the line, whoever crosses first, second, or third, and that's how you get based on your points.
Yeah.
It's
I don't understand. So someone races out.
and then say like someone like myself will go and save them,
Yeah.
bring them in, and then there'll be a finish line. So it's like a normal race. You start and finish.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a collective time of both
Yeah, yes.
athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. But do you choose your paired partner, or
Yeah,
is it
you-
chosen for you?
No, you choose.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
choose.
Okay. So
So
you're not going to
this-
take a big overweight oak.
No.
You're going to choose a slim oak who can swim.
Yeah.
Obviously the strongest team too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do both pairs go out and do the rotational, or is it only one person
No,
saving?
it's only one-sided, so it's just one. Your patient's always your patient, and then your rescuer's
Okay.
always your rescuer. So yeah.
And it's same sex, different sex. How does it work?
No, it's all
Same.
same sex. Yeah.
And it's all age category based.
Yeah.
Well,
so
you get under 15, under 17, under 19, and then open, obviously.
Okay, so if I'm under 19, I take an under 19 person as
Yeah.
my patient.
Yeah.
Yes. But a lot of the rescue events are just categorized senior and junior.
Okay.
So it's under 19 down, and then the rest is just seniors is open, obviously. So
Okay.
yeah. Obviously, you still get your individual, like under 15 or under 17 board rescue or stuff like that.
But that's normally like individual events like
Yeah.
long run,
Yeah.
normal
Yeah.
board, normal ski.
Like your flags and those kinds
yeah.
of other
Yeah.
And
things
then
as
the
well.
team events are normally junior,
Junior
and
and senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's your preparation going for essays?
Pretty well. Well, as I said earlier, we're training 5 times a week, so it's going pretty well.
When is essays?
On the 17th, I think.
17th of March. Yeah.
Where?
It's in Port Elizabeth.
Pity.
Yeah. Okay, that was a lot better. Last year was in Durban, so we're used to the whole traveling around. stuff
Okay.
like that, yeah.
Why would anybody want to be a lifesaver, Linda?
It's just, well, I enjoy coming from, I only moved to South Africa 4 years ago from a place where there's no waves, lake. So I thought it's a very exciting sport and a nice thing to do, obviously also for the community. If you look at the life-saving side, and just, it's so much fun, especially with Landano. And then, yeah, like I said, second family, like friends, having fun, training hard for essays and trying our best. And
Dean, other than the good body, what other benefits are there to becoming a lifesaver?
You get to sit on the beach and watch the beach guys if that's your piece of cake. That's also a benefit. And then obviously also just the general fitness and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Good. Guys, good luck for essays.
thank you.
Thank
Come
you
back
very
and
much.
tell us about the results. We want to see that gold medal around your neck.
Will do.
You promise?
We'll try.
We'll try our best.
Good. How do people get hold of you? On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of those kinds of stuff?
Probably myself, just Dean Teuchart. That's probably the best, yeah.
On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, all same name, yeah.
Okay. And you, Linda?
Yeah, same with me, Linda Detering,
Make it-
Instagram,
make it easy.
Facebook.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for your time. Good luck.
Thank you very much.